What's up guys, I'm DiamondDude11 and in today's video I'm back in Prehistoric Kingdom for another speed build. Now actually I haven't done one of these in Prehistoric Kingdom in a while. I can't remember the last time I did one. And in this one I'm going to be building an indoor cave bear exhibit. And of course it kind of has to be indoors because this is the tropical map, so it only makes sense that it would be indoors for an animal like the cave bear, or just in general like any Cenozoic. So here you can see me just putting down like the foundations, building up the loading bay and the staff center, and also just the entrance. But before I finally get onto the actual like building part, the fun part. This build was really fun. I actually quite enjoyed it. It only took about an hour and 30 minutes, so that's a good thing. So yeah, here I am starting out the actual build. So I built these sort of I don't know what you would call them. They're like windows essentially, yeah. And I built them so that you can sort of view the cave bear, because of course you're gonna like, it's fully indoors, and then you walk in and then you see like the cave bears. That was sort of my idea, and I think it turned out really well. So yeah, here I'm just sort of building out that base essentially. Alright, so here what I'm doing is I'm just like aligning it and making sure that it fits properly. I purposely made it so that you're like raised a little higher than the cave bears for like safety reasons, in quotations, because of course that's like breakouts and stuff. They're not in the game, and even if when they are eventually added, they're most likely not going to be able to break like modular pieces. I assume that would take quite a lot of work. So yeah, I added 3 windows and that works good. And that's that's the viewing part. And at this point I was starting to struggle with whether I wanted to make it like an outdoor or an indoor sort of thing, but I decided to go indoor because of course we're on the tropical map. If you want to find this fully like flat map, the link will be in the description down below. And yeah, I ended up deleting that wall because I felt like it was just not like big enough. And yeah, I also darkened it. Oh yeah, there's my human scale that I made quite a while back when I was making the T-Rex Kingdom video. That build was also super fun. Definitely go check it out. All right, so here I was just sort of figuring out what the outside sign would say, and it ended up just saying the bear cave because that was really simple, and I think it fits well. All right, so here I started building, the staff entrance point because, of course, the staff are going to need to be able to get inside, and um, well, they're going to need to care for the animals, of course. So I just used a staff gate and then built around it using the wall pieces. I really like that they made the staff gates completely modular because it allows you to do stuff like this rather than having them always have to clip to fences. I think they definitely went with the right choice of making them like modular. Alright, so here I started using the null fences to make it an enclosure because, of course, if you didn't know or if you haven't really played the game much, you use these fences when you're creating a exhibit that isn't made with the regular fences. And at this point, I realized that the the building wasn't actually that big, so I ended up having to sell one of the bears, unfortunately. And here I started this sort of staff area because, of course, the staff aren't just gonna walk in and immediately be greeted by the bears. So I added this little sort of extra security. I don't think these fences would do anything against a bear. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, but I added them there anyway. Alright, so here I decided that I wanted to make this sort of private little area a cave, like a rock formation, because of course they're cave bears, so why not? Because originally it was going to be made with like the metal roof, but I changed it to this, and I think that this looks much better. So I use these flat rocks for sort of the roof, and then I just placed them all on the top, made sure they all fit perfectly, and then I used, well, first off, I checked to make sure that they could actually like fit, and then I started like doing the terraforming or the terrain paint for some reason. And then I used these ginormous rocks, which I love, to sort of block out the the man-made walls. And then I had to shift a bunch of the stuff in the actual like shelter, because it didn't work, because the giant rocks kind of got in the way. And then I also had to shift the gate as well. So yeah. All right, so here I started actually like working on the inside of the building of the exhibit. So I just used some of the boreal terrain paints, like the rock and the gravel and the snow, basically all of them actually. And then I used the rock cluster, which is an awesome rock. It's honestly like the best one in the game, because you can use it to make like pebbles and stuff and rocks that are jutting out of the floor really easily. And then I was placing down these individual plants using the random scale tool, except the random scale tool was making them absolutely huge. So I ended up just scrapping those and having to manually place them. And of course I used the brush as well, because the brush is amazing. Oh yeah, and for some reason I got a guest in the park despite not having any animals or attractions. So that's funny. Alright, so we are here in the on the map. You just finished watching the speed build. I did make some slight adjustments, so I added some amenities just to make it like look a little better, and I also added this so that the guests would just wander off over here where the staff are supposed to go. I do have all like the comfort stuff off, but yeah. So this build was really fun. I really like the way it turned out. It's not that good like compared to a lot of other things that some of the amazing builders have made, but I kind of just wanted to check it out. And in fact, I made the paths like super thin, so I'm gonna actually just close the park. I'll have everyone leave. That way it'll be easier for me to sort of like tour this. Alright, so I have had all the people leave, and now we can just sort of do a little tour of this mini park. I don't plan on adding like anything else to it. We've got a bathroom right here, some kiosks. Of course I had all that stuff before doing this, but if we go, oh, that's not supposed to be there, but if we go in here, we can view our lovely cave bears. In fact, that's supposed to be like, okay, but whatever. So yeah, we can see our cave bears. Looks pretty cool. I'm not actually sure what I was inspired by when I was making this. I kind of just went along while I was doing it, and yeah, these need to have like the information on it, so I can do that real quick. Oops. Alright, so I added the information. We can see the Ursus, discovered in Russia, quaternary, that is still more limitless. So yeah, we can get a great look at our cave bears in their exhibit. Of course, they have their little cave right here if they ever want some privacy, so no issues there. It's pretty bland in here, just a couple benches. And that's basically it. We've got the sign out here, the bear cave. That looks pretty cool. I like the way it turned out. So we can actually just exit this, and we can actually take a look at our animals real quick. Sorry, this might be taking a bit too long. So if we take a look at, I don't know, who's, well, they're actually like going in here, which isn't very cool. But we've got Nadia, Duck, and Penny. We can take a look at Duck.
A cave bear's diet is far more vegetarian than its modern relatives, but that doesn't make them any less dangerous. Even giant pandas, with their cute and cuddly reputations, have exceptionally strong bites for eating bamboo. Now imagine a herbivorous bear that weighs as much as, if not more than, an adult polar bear.
So yeah, of course, Nigel coming in with the facts. So yeah, this is Duck. This is like a grizzly bear type skin. I mean, I've already showcased these guys, and yeah, that's basically it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more like this, comment down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This build was super fun. It's, like I said, it's not like the best build ever, but it was fun. And yeah, that's it for me. See ya.